What's going on, y'all? Today we got NBA legends who were terrified of Michael Jordan. Let's get into it. Let's see what's up.
Hey man, it's your boy YG, aka Young Gala, and we know that Michael Jordan was so good that he put fear in his opponents. And you've probably seen so many videos of crazy trash talking stories about Michael Jordan. But I always wondered, what was the first moment that made NBA legends fear him? Or what key factors made him so fearful? So I decided to make a video of NBA legends who were terrified of Michael Jordan. So let's get straight into the vid, man.
Yeah, I mean, he just had this charisma on top of all the gifts and skills and mentally, you know, how great he is. I mean, playing against him, the one thing that I think that he was unlike any other player I've ever played against is that there was a real fear playing against him. Like people, I've never seen like the league be kind of fearful of a player or have that much reverence for a player. No matter who you know has come since then, you know, that was a different feeling when you're playing Mike, because you just knew, you know, like there was such a seriousness and competitiveness and fire in him, and you know there was a fear with how that was going to manifest itself potentially on any given night. So he was I mean, where do you want to start and where do you want to finish with him? He was everything.
Look at that big back to 1993, his first trip to Chicago. And
that's a charge. Oh, that's barbecue chicken.
29 and 24.
Oh, that's a big
for
number.
Shaq, 64 for MJ.
So you got 64.
64 what?
Like combined with rebounds, points.
No. 64 points.
And you know what? Since the statute of limitations is
and
up.
Orlando won the game in overtime.
God
Since the statute of limitations is up, I was
Mike had
terrified
64.
Were you really?
Yeah.
You was scared of MJ?
Wait,
Yeah.
Mike had 64? Hold on, let me make sure I heard that
And
correctly.
you know what? Since the statute of limitations is
and
up.
Orlando won the
Rebounds, points.
So you got 64. 64 what?
Like combined with rebounds, points.
No. 64 points.
And you know what? Since the statute of limitations is
and
up.
Orlando won the game in overtime.
What? Since the statute of limitations is up, I was terrified out there.
Were you really?
Yeah.
You was scared of MJ?
Yeah.
You gave for how long? For how long? Right when you took the floor?
Oh, the whole game. One, he's the greatest player. Two, I was worried about him dunking on me and have to go back and, you know, face the fellas. And then three, he was just so hot. I was like, man, this dude, like, the stuff that I saw when I was in college on TV, it's like really real. I was terrified. I mean, but, you know, when I got the ball and saw those bums they had playing me, you know, I was going to go to work. Bums.
They NBA
Come on,
brother.
Bums, you hear what I said. But anyway, like, just watching them out there, I was terrified.
Experience was totally different than these guys, because I was a, you know, late second-round pick. I didn't know if I was going to make the league. I was on a non-guaranteed contract. And I'll never forget one of my first exhibition games. We played the Bulls. And I was just trying to make the roster. And Michael Jordan gets the ball right in front of our bench. And I'm already scared to death. Like, God, I hope I don't get into this game. I'm not ready for this stuff. And he holds the ball out. He holds the ball out and he looks right at me. And I'm on the bench just kind of like, he holds the ball out and he goes, watch this. And he turns, he went right around Dan Marley, bam, dunks it, looks back at our bench and just starts laughing. And I'm looking like, there's no way in hell I can ever make this.
Now I really don't want to.
I thought he looked at you and said, 10 years from now, I'm going to throw this.
Yeah.
9, and he had the fifth passing lane. And what I mean by the fifth passing lane, I mean, we was just all scared of Jordan. So, I mean, that, you know, when you show me against him, yeah, I get a little hot. But I couldn't stop Jordan. I mean, you know, I'm looking at the highlights of Jordan. And, you know, every single time we double team Jordan down court, but he still averaged, his regular season average against the Pistons was 37.5.
Good grief.
And then some nights he would get hot, Q.
But Mike is a whole different thing. So I had to guard them both, and it's not even like Mike. I
Different.
Sleep tonight, chill, let me rest the next day, let me stay focused, let me eat the right things.
Yeah.
Kobe, not saying that you had to switch it up, but I didn't have that fear.
Yeah.
You know, Mike would have, you know, you better bring your game. I could
You
go
had
for
Mike in
50
his
tonight.
prime. Like,
oh, yeah, Mike in his prime. We went at it toe to toe, head to head.
I know,
loved me.
of course.
Mike was like, man, you never back down. You strong.
Yeah.
Hops, I love you.
Yeah.
God, he put me in his all-star games. Him and Mike loved me, you know, as far as
That's
where I used
amazing.
to come. But Mike is the best player in the world ever. LeBron, Kobe, nobody can fade that.
Yeah.
Nobody.
In Orlando first, and
I'm blocking his shot. Like, I'm locking him up. Like, I'm doing my thing again. I blocked his shot like 3 or 4 times. Like, I'm having my way against him defensively. Now, granted, he's 40 years old, but I'm feeling good about myself. So, fast forward a month later, we're in D.C. My ankle, we go to a doctor in Baltimore, and basically he tells me I'm done. Like, my ankle's, once again, it's not healed, it's broken, I have to have surgery. But I wanted to play against Jordan one last time. And so we're playing the Wizards. It's a TNT game.
Wait,
Thursday
don't you
night.
want to go out where you dominate him and you're blocking his shots?
I'm just thinking, my ego. Like, I'm thinking, I had him the last game. I don't need this left ankle. Just give me some.
I only need
Motrin.
one ankle.
Give me a bunch of Motrin. I'm gonna go out here. And when I tell you, he torched me in that first quarter. Like, literally, he gave me 20 points in the first quarter on the same play. Like, he just ran the same play every time and did this, and I could not guard him. And so, literally, I checked out of the game at the end of the first quarter. And I didn't even go to the bed. I just walked back to the locker room. Like, I was done. Like, I had surgery like a couple days later. But it was like, I wanted to guard Jordan one last time.
Oh, so just kept walking like that. I'm out.
Did he know you were a wounded animal?
He probably did, because he went at me
and he didn't
the
care.
Same move. Like, he didn't do anything different. It was the same move, and I had nothing for him.
Jordan probably had your x-rays in the locker room.
He probably did.
He probably knew exactly.
I'm surprised he didn't send somebody for me to come back out.
People were afraid of him. We were his teammates and we were afraid of him. And there was just fear.
Catch the ball when I throw it to you. I just threw it to you.
Ignore this guy. He's come through, but he's overplayed.
The fear factor of MJ was so thick.
Yeah, let's not get it wrong. He was a jerk. He crossed the line numerous times. But as time goes on and you think back about what he was actually trying to accomplish, you're like, yeah, he was a hell of a teammate.
He was pushing us all to be better because he wanted to win.
When I was a rookie, my very first game playing against Michael Jordan and the Bulls. And we had a guy named Greg Minor guarding him. And, it was a little dust up. Greg's playing hard. He's playing, of course, you got to play as hard as you can as MJ. Right. It's opening night. My mom at home watching, the kids watching, everybody watching. So they got in a little scuffle. MJ's going to the free throw line. And he looks at Greg and he says, I should make you take my shoes off. I looked down, I ain't even realize it. I looked down and he got the Jordans on.
Oh, okay.
I said, oh man, this is my first game ever. I said, this is what I got to look forward to.
You learned a valuable lesson though, right?
Well, obviously I didn't say much to MJ the rest of the night.
That's
right. I didn't want to be on that reel, so that was my welcome to the league
Trash
moment,
talking
even though it wasn't to me,
involving
thank goodness.
you.
We lost game 1 because we were so nervous. But in game 2, I played as well as I could play. And Michael just outplayed me. That was probably the first time in my life that I felt like there was a better basketball player in the world than me, to be honest with you.
We were playing the Chicago Bulls.
Charles actually felt like that too. He keeping a buck.
Okay. And we were playing an exhibition game in some obscure place. And most veterans do not like to play in exhibition games. They want to get to the real thing. I'm a wide-eyed, energetic rookie, and we're playing this exhibition game, and Michael's going through the motion. And Chuck Person, who's on my team, who's a trash talker as well, is like, can you believe Michael Jordan, the guy everyone's talking about, who's supposed to be able to walk on water, you're out here killing him, Reg. This is in the first half. He's like, you should be talking to him. He's like, you're right, Michael, who do you think you are? The great Michael Jordan? That's right, there's a new kid on town, right? Kind of looks at me and starts shaking his head. So at half, I have 10, and he has 4 points, right? I'm doing all this talking. He's like, okay. End of the game in the second half, he ended up with 44. And I ended up with 12. So he outscored me 40-2. And as he's walking off, he's like, be sure and be careful, you never talk to Black Jesus like that. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Black Jesus.
So we got Chicago Bulls coming in town, and unfortunately, I got a sprained ankle. you know. And so,
Did you say fortunately you
unfortunately,
do? Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, I enjoy guarding Mike because he was, you know, the one thing I did with Mike is I never got him pissed off. You know, he make a shot, you say, "Good shot, Mike." You know, you don't talk trash to him so he can go off for 60. You know, you try to kill him with kindness. You don't try to talk trash to him. So they're getting off the bus. We're done with shoot around, and we're walking out. And MJ says, "B. Scott, what's going on?" I said, "What's up, MJ?" He said, "Man, I hear that you're not playing tonight." I said, "No, I sprained my ankle." He said, "Who's guarding me?" I said, "Anthony Peeler." He said, "Oh, 50."
Heard this one before, yep. Oh,
so
shit.
I told Anthony Peeler, "Listen, MJ, he's probably gonna go for about 50 tonight on you. So just don't piss him off. You know, just be cool." He ended up with 54.
He was everything.
I actually told this story to Chris Middleton. My rookie year, I'm guarding him, and I can just, you know, my heart's about to come out of my chest, and I'm just praying that he just shoots a fadeaway jump shot. But he decided to go baseline, and when he went to jump, all I could think about, this cannot be a highlight. And he just did like a little reverse layup. And as he came down and started running back, he just looked back and winked at me. And I thought, oh man, this could be a long night.
So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and tell me, what is your favorite Michael Jordan moment? So make sure you like, share, subscribe, and show love to the...
That's the end of this one, y'all. Let me know which one was your favorite story out of this video, y'all. If you enjoyed, share the video. It'll help your boy out a whole lot. If you're new, subscribe. If you enjoyed this though, click on the last reaction as well, right there on your screen right now, man. And I'm out of here.